I'm actually in a different side of the Rhine that I normally photograph, but I thought why not come out and do some black and white photography today. And because we had some really warm weather, black and white is going to work beautifully today, because as you can see behind me, the grass is yellow, which would not look particularly pleasing. So I'm going to take you with me, just to show you a few shots. It was a plan to do a POV, but because I'm using this rather than my rucksack, yeah, it didn't really work out, to be honest with you. The thing keeps sliding down. It is a little bit breezy on top of this walkway here, but one of the biggest reasons I came here was this little harbour here with plenty of boats, and you can see by the flag movement there just how windy it is. And of course, because I'm along here doing video, naturally there's guys chopping down, well, burnt bits of grass and bushes. So that's just Murphy's Law, isn't it? Yeah, not really with it this morning. Walking back to where I just made the intro video, because I've left my sunglasses on the bench. Not that it's much of a sunglasses kind of a day, but I really don't mind this kind of light. We do have some nice clouds though, which does add a little extra dimension to the shots, I think, and it is quite windy as well, but no problem this time of the day. For shutter speed, I'm actually out doing this at about 10:45 this morning. So I deliberately left it to wait for, firstly, the traffic to go, and secondly, because there's just absolutely no point. I knew the weather was going to be like this. Absolutely no point in rushing around, certainly in summer, golden hour. Oh, I'd have to get up stupid o'clock for this, and it's really not worth it in my opinion. So I'm actually on my way to photograph a piece of art, an art installation. Now, as you can imagine, when I looked on Google, this thing has a mixed reception, let's put it that way. But then I always think that art installations always get a mixed reaction. Honestly though, if I was the artist, this might be quite windy, if I was the artist, I'd probably be quite happy about that, because if people are talking about your work, that is a good thing, isn't it? I don't know if you can see it right in the distance. There's a tower, what is it, yellow and red, with a funnel, so that's where I'm heading to now. Right, so here we go. Shame about this massive sign on the right hand side, a bit dominant, isn't it? You might be able to see though, right in the distance, there's a castle across the other side of the river. That's Königswinter as a place. The castle is Drachenfels. I'm going to try and see though whether I can get the modern, obviously, art installation on the left, plus the massive sign. There's going to be no way of avoiding that, plus the castle. And in fact, if I stand where I'm standing here, I can probably get 4 different elements in the shot. I know that's quite messy, but it might be the only way I can do it. I'm not sure I'm going to get the whole tower in from this position though. So I've actually been working on a few more minimalist shots, which will come as no surprise to you guys that are frequent viewers. So rather than just taking this harbour with many boats in it, you may be able to see that there's a couple of little jetties there that have 1 or 2 boats on it, and some are actually, or one was actually empty as well. So I've been taking some photos of that as well, just because I really like the minimalism. And actually it works really well because the colours I have obviously will work really well when I'm turning these into monochrome, because of the silver walkway plus the white boats as well, and obviously the water is going to appear dark as black, so it's quite a nice combination. So I'm done with this part of my trip. What I'm going to do now is head over into the town, because I think there might be some quite nice shots in there. There might be one or two. There's also another location which I'm going to go to, which is back in that direction, but I need to head back this way because I can't get out at that end unless I want to swim to the next destination. So let's catch up when I get to my next locations. Right, I'm going to try and fight the wind plus the traffic noise. I drove past a few things that I like the look of as I was getting to the car park, so I'm going to walk in this direction now. For more minimalist shots here as well. You can see the water's a little bit low, you can see the ground that's cracked due to the hot weather. So yeah, it might be some opportunities from this side of the bank. So I just found my way down this little pathway which is going to lead onto the Rhine River again, but I can see the back of this yard here. So some really nice photo opportunities, I think, just really capturing the essence of the location, to be honest. Not everything I take is about that beautiful shot. It's really nice just to capture what's here and the changes here as well, particularly when you've got, you know, the wreck of an old ship there. I just think it works really well when I come to these kind of locations. It's one of the reasons why I pick these kind of places to come and photograph. So as I'm here, and I think this is probably a one and done trip on this location, I thought I might as well just keep on walking along the river, because I want to see if I can get a closer shot of the castle that I mentioned earlier that's on the other side of the bank. And I'm walking in this direction and I'm pretty optimistic. Another one of these giant signs, obviously for the ships though, not for pedestrians or cyclists. I'm pretty optimistic that I can get a shot with this. Oh, I think this is where the boat also comes across as the car ferry to get people from one side to the other. Obviously, I don't know why I said that. That was pretty obvious, wasn't it?